What's up, traders? Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I will be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion that we do every trading day. Today is the first day of trading week, very important day. So in the beginning of this trading week, make sure, guys, you stick till the end of this session to see everything we are doing in this session. And this is very important session, as you know that this week is NFP and the market extremely volatile and important week for traders. We'll be looking at every detail of the chart to see where we can find the best trading opportunity. As you can see that we're trying to catch the gold. It's very fussy and making a lot of false breakout. Let's see which way the market is heading. To me, looks like that DXY might be getting a bit stronger, and we could see some short-term drop on GBPUSD euro dollar, as well as gold might be coming down to the monthly support. Looks like to me that gold might have a breakout. This 1 hour candle on gold just created a false breakout to the upside, tested the 20 EMA and then rejected. Looks like that gold might come down well below. So I'll be looking, starting with the gold. You know that this is the first session candle gold has formed in the in first day of trading. This is a monthly, weekly and daily opening together on gold. I'll be looking at monthly. We can see that this is the monthly candle, as you can see on gold. And once the market open, we see initial drop. It looks like that gold might come down initially to break the monthly support, which is very likely to happen. And the way we see gold market now is creating a bearish price action, and we could see weekly support also being broken. Now if we look at daily, after the back-to-back two dodges, we can see that gold now coming down, and I think that initially we might see drop, and then later we could see again pushing to the upside. This is the monthly low. I think in that move, highly likely that gold will come down and will break the monthly support, very highly likely. Now from the 4 hour time frame, we saw there is a bearish engulfer, little bit of confusing price action for some time, but finally what we saw that gold heading towards the downside. Now this is 1 hour chart where we saw that gold in fact across the 20 EMA, and it created, if you look at 15-minute chart or even 5 minutes, it has done a false breakout. This leg to the upside on gold, we can see this is a false breakout leg to the upside. Now initially we saw that gold was creating a structure to the downside, and then suddenly one candle up, consolidation, it's a false breakout. Now we saw that gold again has bounced, drop back to the support level. This is the 5-minute chart. As you can see, the market now again pushing to the upside little bit on the lower time frame. So better to first look at a bit higher time frame to see a bit more clearer idea of the market. Now the way I see this market now, for me, I think that as you can see, this market is in a consolidation for a long time, and currently the way, if you look at a bit more bigger picture, we see that gold was creating series of lower high along this zone. Now this is the resistance level on gold, creating series of lower high along this resistance, and I think that after pull back towards the upside, we might see that the price will try to break the support, because series of lower high is a sign of potential bearish pressure on the market. And already we see that with this, if you look at 1 hour chart, we see primarily the market has broken the support after creating this false breakout to the upside. The way it was heading on the lower time frame, it looked like that it might create a bullish move, but instead there was a strong manipulation in that zone, and gold has again broken the support level below this long-term support. Now because gold is below the long-term support, we might see further drop after retest. So let's see how it does. Now the point here is to enter a trade. Now early today I tried to enter, didn't work out. Let's see how we can find a best trading opportunity. For me at this point, I'll look for only selling opportunity on gold, because this market, as you can see, because it grabbed liquidity, created a false breakout. After we saw that it has gone up again, tested this zone, and then we could find selling opportunity. I think it will trend towards the downside in the upcoming session. And let's see, this is the 1 hour candle. In this 1 hour chart, the price looks a bit more clearer. This is the impulse in the first 4 hours of the opening week, followed by 3 hours of pullback. Now this 1 hour candle, we saw there is a significant liquidity grab on the lower time frame, tested the 20 EMA and then rejected towards the downside. Now this current session candle, this 1 hour candle is currently, you can see, once the market opened, we saw initial drop, any kind of pullback. Let's draw the level here, resistance level, to see where we can find trading opportunity. Any kind of pullback towards the upside will give us an opportunity to enter a sell trade. As soon as we will find that, we'll do that. Let's keep up and watching the price action along with all other instruments. In the meantime, let me know in the chat which one you are looking at, and will be it's a teamwork. Let me know in the chat so that we can find the best trade possible for the day. I'm very hungry now to find a good trade in the market. We had an incredible week last week, as you have seen. I want to start another incredible week. We are one trade we are still running is the NZD CAD. As you know that this is the big trade that we are running, like the GBP CAD. For many of you know already, 5 times TP. Looks like that the market going in our favor. You can see there's a gap opening, weakless candle, and the market now pushing high. Okay, so once it will work out, we will move our stop loss at entry. I just need a strong liquidity gap from the bottom, and then I will be make the trade risk free. This is kind of a bigger trade that I really love to open. So let's see how we can find further trading opportunity, this kind of trades in the market. As soon as we will find, we'll look at it. So let's first of all, let me see the chat, how you guys are doing. Thank you very much for being here. So hello dear coach, hope you are doing well. Great week for the trading. Thank you, Masood. Thanks for mentioning that. Yeah, great week for trading. This is a NFP week. I want everyone to stay energized, guys. Don't be hopeless with one trade. Keep in mind that trading is all about probability. When the trade will be in your favor, take the big profit that we did in the past. You have seen in AUD NZD, GBP CAD, AUD USD, last week Euro GBP. But when it's not going in your favor, cut it short. You know, many of my trades I close in the half. This is how the institutional trader trade. See, institutional trader trades, like for example, if they take a trade like that, okay, let's say as an example, they have a 50 pip SL, okay, try to understand. And if they see that the market started to move in is not in their favor, let's say 30 pip down, all right, but they realize that, okay, the market is not doing exactly their plan, they cut it there in 30 pip loss, okay, they cut it short where 50 pip stop loss. So that means that they actually cut it almost 0.4% loss, okay, minus 0.4%, which is very little. But when the trade goes in their favor, they hold the trade for 10%, 20% gain from a single trade. This is trading. This is what I do. If I see that the trade not going in my favor, sometime I cut it in 10 pip loss, 2 pip loss, 3 pip loss. But if the trade going in my direction, I hold it for a long time to make a big profit that will give me all the profit that I need. That you can see the NZD CAD, the best example. Quite a few trades you have seen in the past. GBP CAD that we closed to 327 pip. Now NZD CAD also going in the direction, and I wanna hold it. You can see we're still holding that NZD CAD trade, which is also running in my trading account. So I want to show you that what I'm trying to tell is actually this is the NZD CAD trade that I'm running. I have multiple trading account. So NZD CAD that I'm running by trade, you can see exactly it's running in profit in my account. So I will keep running the trade until I take the full 5 times profit on this one. So this is trading. Let's see how we can find better trade for this week so that we can stay profitable all the time. That's the goal of trading, is to make profit, to make a living from trading. Okay, so let me look at now. Good morning, coach. I'm happy to make it again this morning. Thank you for mentioning that, Lee. What do you think? Can CHFJPY go to zone 158 because it's the next level, will be turned down earlier? Okay, so CHFJPY, one of my favorite. I'm still waiting for an entry on this one. I will be on it. I think that CHFJPY is heading for a bit bigger move. As you can see, the market already all-time high. This is the weekly candle. You can see, let me replay the chart on CHFJPY. Now this is weekly candle. This is a middleman. Okay, now you have seen last week my video on middleman on YouTube for free, 3 secret candlestick pattern that I released, was viral as soon as you guys watched it, shared it. Thank you for that. For those who didn't watch it, you know, it's a free content for every one of you so that you can get. Let me give you another link. This is a free YouTube content. Make sure guys you subscribe to the channel and press that bell button so that you are not missing out this kind of content as soon as I release from here. And that's what I tell you guys, that you know what I can say, educate yourself with as much content as you can so that you can remain, you see that knowledge is power, they said. Okay, so this is a free content on YouTube. I have given a link on the chat. Watch that, and also make sure you subscribe. Next week more content coming. The thing that I have, you know, in my resource, I think my age will finish, but it will not end that much of things that I have to share with you. So make sure that you stay tuned by subscribing, pressing the bell button. This in the upcoming week I will release about how you can understand the strong and weak market structure, and more importantly the entry. Okay, I will discuss it more. First let's look at the CHFJPY. Now CHFJPY, you can see very strong. There is a middleman here. Now if we look at the daily, this is the last days of trading week's candle, which in fact has a huge liquidity in that candle. It's a big bull candle. Now if we look at the 4-hour time frame, we can see that this market already has made a move last week. Now it is still in the bullish move. So what I am going to do on this one, I need to see a bit more a structure around this. I think that it will make the structure very highly likely to happen after going certain level. You see the CHFJPY may consolidate like that. Okay, and then highly likely it will come back down to that liquidity zone, and this is where I will be I will enter CHF-JPY trade, which is very likely to happen. It may create a structure like that or any kind of a structure, and you see that you could see it has come down to break this low, and then on a long week candle we will be entering CHF-JPY. All the JPY doing almost exactly in the similar way, including GBP-JPY, Euro-JPY, and CHF-JPY. And let's see how it does. We'll keep running that trade as soon as we will find that. So yeah, CHF-JPY, I'll be waiting for an entry after a consolidation. Mithas, good day. Thank you, Mithas. Gregory, gold is highly bearish because it has done the break and retest. Yes, absolutely. Thanks, you understood it. Very good. Good morning, coach. Let me see. Coach, good job. Please help me look at Eurojp. Is the trend reversing soon? Abib, okay, we'll talk about it. We talk about CHF-JPY. Good morning, coach. Thank you. USD. Yeah, look at it, coach. Can you check GBPUSD? Absolutely. GBP-JPY. What next move? Yeah. Good morning, sir. Have a nice day. I'm in trade with NZD. Very good knowledge info. Keep running. We are also running. Be patient with the trade. This kind of big trade, if you want to make good profit, in fact this is a profitable trading. When you hold a trade, okay, when you take a trade, it will never move in one direction and hit your TP target. Keep in mind, when you take a big profit target like 5 times profit, 3 times profit, then just be patient with it because it will fluctuate, will go up and down, but give yourself some time to take the trade, take to the TP target, hold it for 1 day, 2 day, even if needed a week. Let yourself get the profit that you need. This is profitable trading. This is the right trading psychology. When it is going in your direction, take it. When it's not going, cut it as fast as you can with a minimum loss. So stay profitable all the time. This is what my goal is, to teach the students to learn risk management, take a smaller risk, take a big profit like that. Please tell me about GBP-JPY. Look at it. Euro GBP, please. Absolutely. Good morning, coach. Morning. Thank you. Sarkat, gold will not. Yeah, absolutely, Masood. Thank you very much. Good job. Euro GBP, please. Again, good morning, coach. We are waiting for another good entry like NCD CAT. Thanks for no problems. Again, always, yeah, I know that you are going to be a profitable to everyone. Thank you very much for mentioning that. Good morning, coach. Hope this month will be a great profitable month. Absolutely. Thank you. I see that every one of you very positive. This is the main thing that new certain about GBPUSD, Euro USD. Okay, very good. Stay always positive attitude, and hoping for the best, prepare for the worst. This is the one can conduct the life. Okay, so I will be looking at now some of the pairs that you guys are asking: GBP-JPY, GBP-USD, Euro-JPY, USD-ZAR, one by one. So I will be looking at, first of all, GBP-USD. Now GBP-USD looks to me that you can see this market has made a long impulse. This is the 4-hour time frame on the last day of trading week. It's now slowly consolidating along this zone. Now before going to the GBP-USD, let's look at DXY, because DXY is very important. It will tell you what might happen with GBP. Okay, so we can see that DXY, this is the daily chart. You can see there is a long week candle on the daily, and the way DXY has formed here, I look at first monthly. You can see this is the monthly candle. Okay, DXY has closed with this long week candle, which is, there is a long week at the bottom and there is a healthy body. And what I think that DXY might be moving to the upside for short term, because you can see this is a very important level of support, and with that support here, okay, the price grabbed the liquidity and then started to move to the upside. Now because it triggered liquidity, we might see a bit more bounce to the upside before coming down again. You know, the market moves normally from liquidity to liquidity. What I think that initially we might see DXY might be testing the monthly opening and closing or monthly high in the first place. So if we look at weekly, we can see that you can see there is a doji here on the weekly, a long doji, grab huge liquidity with this doji, and then the market dropped, followed by previous week another doji. Now this week, once the market opened, we see initially some bullish move is coming. I think that we could see a bit more upside now because this market already very overextended. It's now consolidating here. We could see some pullback towards the upside. If we look at daily candle, the previous week, there's a long wick at the top, and the market looks like that's slowly bouncing to the upside, and we could see some upward movement on DXY. Let's look at the Fibonacci level from the weekly. If we take Fibonacci from high to the low, we can see that the market, this is the 38.2% Fibonacci on this one. Now with that Fibonacci level, there is a probability for DXY to move to the upside, okay, to hit a Fibonacci level. Now if we look at daily, this is where again we can see potential some kind of reversal to the upside. Now further lower time frame on the intraday, now this is where there is a long rejection on DXY. Now the price is slowly creating series of higher high and higher low. Now, you know, I sometimes little bit of feel discomfort in trading against the major trend, but if it fully reverse, then only we will be looking for going bullish on USD. That means that's why I didn't open any sell trade on GBPUSD and euro dollar, though they are showing some kind of downtrending movement. Now if you look at GBPUSD, this is intraday time frame, and there is an impulse on the last day of trading week, and with that impulse the price, in fact you can see the price was moving along this channel on GBPUSD. Now with that channel, okay, the price has broken out in this is the 4-hour time frame on GBPUSD. With this breakout, now a couple of sessions we see narrow candles is being created. Now if we see that GBPUSD has done enough pullback, okay, we could see even making this one as a liquidity grab or a false breakout, because it's end of the month and end of the week. If you look at monthly, you can see that there is a monthly candle that, in fact, let me delete that. Now this is the monthly candle that has closed, okay. It is possible for this month the price after taking liquidity from the top to come down again almost to the support zone, which is possible. That's why when the monthly opens, a bit more cautious in the approach is important. Now from the daily and 4-hour, if we look at again, we see that GBPUSD slowly forming narrower candles here. The previous sessions, this doji has a liquidity. You can see it just crossed the previous doji's high and closed as a liquidity candle that has that's triggered some kind of liquidity from the top. Now if the way we will determine, let's say the question coming is either GBPUSD, how do you know, let's say, how do I know that GBPUSD has reversed from here, or GBPUSD is now consolidating and then will go up again? How do we determine? For me, The way I will determine if GBPUSD is reversing is by seeing couple of dodges or a false breakout to the upside. Normally, as a rule of thumb, the market moves always against the false breakout. In most of the case, you will see that if GBPUSD creating multiple false breakouts to the upside, that's the sign that GBPUSD is coming down, even breaking this low, and may create a major movement to the downside. Now the question is, how will you determine if GBPUSD creating a false breakout here? I'll give an example, but before that I want to know from you guys that this is the 4-hour chart. Let me know in the box how you could see that the market is creating false breakout, so that you know what factors will tell you. Can anybody respond to the chat so that I know exactly you guys are following? In the meantime, I'll look at gold again. We see that there's a 4-hour candle close on gold as a doji. Now this doji, for me, it's a bearish candle. Okay, we see 1-hour candle close as well as a bearish price action on gold. Let me see if there is any trade on the 15 minutes. Okay, we saw that. Okay, the market has formed huge liquidity graph. Okay. Monthly support, there is another monthly low. Okay, so this is the 15-minute chart on gold. You can see that there is already a false breakout here on 15 minutes, and then the market drops. After that, it form a doji here. This is a typical bearish price action. But what I want to see, the market has tested this 15 minutes 20 EMA. Okay, if it does, it will be a very good place for us for a potential entry opportunity once it will tested this 20 EMA and then give us potential entry. It is also possible that gold again to test the 1-hour 20 EMA, which is less likely to happen. So these are the three levels, this one, the other one. Yeah, so if we delete this, okay, so if gold cross this level here, okay, 1983 level, on the lower time frame and then giving us an entry, we can look for potential selling opportunity once the price will break this high. Okay, give us any kind of false breakout candle. We'll be looking for selling opportunity on gold. Leave it for now because it made already the false breakout. I think that you can see the market now slowly pushing high. I think it will make it will retest this level here, and then we could see that gold is dropping towards the downside. Also, even it could test the 1 hour 20 EMA. From the 4 hour, it formed a doji. That doji, for me, it's a bearish candle because there is already a long bearish engulfer followed by a doji, which is highly likely that the market might remain towards the downside on gold. So far, these two sessions is bearish on gold, and I think that the market will remain bearish. Okay, very highly likely that it will keep falling to the downside. There are multiple dojis here. Okay, I need a one long wick candle, guys. Here, this is the 5-minute chart. You can see a couple of dojis here. One long wick candle will give me everything that I need. Looks like that even might. This is a very important level of resistance. Okay, so from lower time frame, you can see there is multiple dojis on the 5 minutes time frame. Gold has formed. And it's in fact I'm form a head and shoulder here. The 15 minutes. It's a left shoulder, right shoulder. An entry opportunity. I think you can see that this is the 15-minute chart on gold. After this false breakout, the price again tested this resistance. Okay, so let's see if we can find at least one more candles that has done the manipulation. The sign, the price action I see on gold, for me it's highly bearish. Very highly likely that gold may continue to drop. Now the point is the entry, because the market does a lot of false breakout, so we need to see in the right place to enter so that we can catch a bit more bigger profit on this one. So if gold is dropping for short term, that means that we could see that GBPUSD also dropping for short term, and euro dollar also may drop for short term perspective. The way I see that euro dollar also has formed a doji. AUD USD, GBPUSD, we see that it's forming. Gold, gold. Okay, now in case let's say gold has crossed this doji's high, okay, that could be amazing, okay, to sell gold. But for the time being, let me see how it is doing on the lower time frame. Okay, I want to see that at least a crazy false breakout to the upside, and then we'll be looking for potential selling opportunity at this point, because the market, you can see, it's a very crucial support level. Without making a bit more aggressive false breakout, it might not drop that far. So if we look at the 4-hour time frame on gold, we can see a doji here. Now this doji is a sign of strong selling pressure. So there is a bearish candle followed by a doji. Now if the price goes up a little bit, test the half of this doji wick, will be a very good opportunity for potential selling opportunity. That's why I'm waiting. I just need to see that gold has done that, has gone up again, tested at least this 1 hour 20 EMA, and will give us an opportunity for potential selling opportunity. Let's see, along the way we'll be looking at the price action for best entry. If it is coming in this live session, you definitely will be looking for entering a trade. So in the meantime, looking at, okay, so you see that all the pairs including euro dollar, GBPUSD, and dollar yen is a different one, so all going in the same direction as the mirror of DXY. So from that perspective, we see the DXY showing still bullish price action. So as a result, we see that euro dollar, GBPUSD, and gold is trying to drop. Now for me to enter gold, already there is a doji. We need to see a bit more clearer price action to the upside. I'll be happy to see if it create a false breakout along the zone, creating a long wick candle. This is the 15 minutes on gold. We'll be looking for selling opportunity. So directional perspective, I think gold will drop. So in that perspective, we need an entry from the right place. As soon as we will find, we can look for selling opportunity on gold. Good morning, AUD and ZD. Absolutely, thank you. If GBPUSD break local structure, that means it has created a force breakout. Very good question. Let me look at yeah, so if GBPUSD, yeah, so that will be a false breakout, which is likely to happen, because there is, in trading, there is another thing that I called fourth dimension, is about the timing. You see, everyone think about the price action, market structure, liquidity are the three greatest secret of trading that I talk all the time. There is another secret that comes over time with experience, is the timing. So what the timing? For example, let's say in what context this green candle has formed, what day, because this timing you will not be able to understand when the market is doing that way, because if you look at these candles, you don't have any other information but only the candles. But if you look at this current candle, this daily candle, there is information in it. You know what that information is? This is the first candle of the monthly, weekly, and daily opening and Monday. That information, if you want to look at every candle, it will be very difficult for you. What was the candle, what context that candle has created. That's why instead of shape of the candle, you have more to look at is the timing. Now this bullish candle is a bullish continuation candle, but at the same time this candle has formed on the day where there is a monthly and daily and weekly opening and close. And if we consider that context, it is possible to be a false breakout and GBPUSD to continue to drop for a bigger term. Now guessing is not a good idea at all in trading, always to be sure. That's why I left a question before, is that what will tell me that GBPUSD has made a false breakout? This is when I will see a lot of liquidity candle. Let me give you an example and then we'll jump on if there is any trade. DXY, probably if you remember, I posted a lot of analysis. See this one here, exactly the same thing that I'm talking about. It will be the greatest education you'll ever find. See that one here. This is the DXY price action. You can see a vertical move. This is a bullish move, right? After this one, when you see this consolidation, you should be expecting another bullish move. But instead, what DXY did is that it dropped aggressively in the direction, right? Now, in that zone, exactly in that area, posted analysis. Now, what did I look at? See the high of these candles. This dodges a couple of times whenever the price is going up. It's grabbing liquidities, forming narrow dodges, and that's the sign that DXY is making false breakout and will continue to drop. Now if we reflect it back to GBPUSD, now you can see that already two dodges has formed. This is a primary sign that GBPUSD may have done a false breakout, this one, and we could see slowly the market maybe coming down to the support and then doing like that and then dropping for a longer term, which is very likely to happen, which is a probability, high probability. And now along the way, if I see another false breakout on GBPUSD, I will straight sell. I was preparing to sell, but I didn't do it because I just want a little more confirmation. I need at least two candles. Already one false breakout candle we have seen here on GBPUSD, this doji. This one you can see slowly dropping. And if GBPUSD dropping, that we see reflecting on the gold as well, slowly creating bearish price action. And DXY, you can see that slowly creating bullish price action. So you could see along the way a lot of false breakout that will give us an opportunity to enter the trade. So far takeaway is that GBPUSD, euro dollar and gold looks like that downside. So let's look at GBPJPY, which is very aggressive now. And GBPJPY, if I do the multi time frame, I see that this is the monthly price action on GJ. Now GBPJPY, from the bigger picture perspective, we see that there is a very strong momentum to the upside. You can see that this is in fact a long-term bullish market. The price tested this support here and then aggressively has gone to the upside. If we look at the weekly, we can see that previous week there is a liquidity grab from the support of this weekly candle. If we look at daily, we can see that the same thing. There is an impulse to the upside on the daily and the price now slowly pushing to the upside. Now from the bigger picture, this one also bullish market, but at the same time the market is on a resistance level. So what I'm going to do is I need to see that if you look at the 4 hour, this is little bit of overextended. I think that it might go for a consolidation here, and then anytime will give us an entry. We'll look for potential buying opportunity after a consolidation. This is a strong uptrend, very strong impulse. When you see this kind of impulse, normally the price consolidate, come down to the doji zone. Okay, there is a strategy also relating to that. Okay, so let me tell you again. So when you see, let's say, a market a strong impulse, okay, and then form a doji, narrow doji, again another impulse, and then you see consolidate, the market normally come back to the doji, either create a little bit of downside and then started to move in the direction of the major trend. And if you go back to our GBP CAD trade, exactly this is what you will find. See that this is what I try to understand. You see that impulse exactly the same way, daily impulse on GBPUSD, and then form this doji, draw a level of support here, and then the price has come to the same level, to the support level, grab the liquidity, and look at that what happened. This is what we have taken, the 328 pip in a single trade, which is almost the 5% in a single trade. Okay guys, so if you want to learn those strategies and also trade with us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, also you can join us. There is a link in the description area. Also you can find a link at the top of the chat. Visit the website to learn our strategies to trade with us and also be part of a trading community. You will have the interaction to interact. You will have an opportunity to interact with all the traders trading in Forex Trading Wizard Academy in a private environment, which is a great opportunity. I think that for every trader you can take it. You will access all the trading tools that we have, and if you are a lifetime member, everything will be here for you for the rest of your life. So I'll tell you that this is an opportunity, you can take it. Link in the description. Any question, there is a live chat agent always available for you to answer any question that you have. So GBP close, we discussed Azzy Love. Hello coach Azzy, thank you. Good morning sir, please explain already a false breakout in 15 minutes on gold chart. Why do you expect it to have to test 20 EMA again? Okay, VV channel, very good question. Let me answer that question. Why do I have? Okay, so the reason that I'm expecting it to test the 20 EMA on 15 minutes, which may happen, may not happen. You can see on the 15 minutes there's already a doji, which is a selling pressure. The reason is, you see this high, let me tell you. You can see this long wick candle here. Highly likely there's already a doji here which is forming with that level. But if you look at that level, we could see a formation of a complete head and shoulder before dropping, but we see the market after this previous session's doji, market now dropping from that same level. Now there is another reason. If you look at the 1 hour chart, we see that there is this 1 hour candle is a half body, half wick, and the price still did not reach to the upside to test this resistance level here. And also there is an imbalance. You can see this zone also there is no retest, and also this zone there is no retest. So if the momentum is very high, we might see just melting. If momentum is not high, that will be a good zone for selling opportunity. But the way I see, you can see back to back now 2 dojis, the price now slowly turning bearish. Now any crossover of this will be a very high probability that gold will continue to drop. But the way I see, the very aggressively bearish. You can see that let's see, this is the 5 minutes candle also forming a middleman. Let me see that. So if we look at that 5-minute chart, now this is what I was expecting for the price to go up and test the 15 minutes 20 MA. So there's a gap here, and if you look at 15 minutes, which is also turning 15 minutes 20 MA, coming to the same level, but the way price action forming strongly bearish, and you can see the market is creating now series of lower high and lower low. Okay, there is a to find the high probability trade setup, this is needed. Okay, it's needed to test this kind of EMA to make, to give you a high probability setup. Now you can see the line that I have drawn in on the 5 minutes, right? We saw that there is a manipulation here, and the price has dropped, went to the same level, manipulation has broken down, has dropped again. We can expect it to merge with that and then to give us a big sell. There is a middleman here. Finding an entry is very important, okay? Because the trade might go in your direction, but if you firstly you need to maintain a decent risk to reward, and also you need to place your stop loss in a zone where less likely to hit. That's why finding an entry based on the trend momentum is very, very important. Okay, so that's why this weekend, in the upcoming weekend, I will be releasing a video where I will be explaining the momentum in the trend, which I think it's a very important information, guys. Make sure that subscribe to the channel and also press that bell button. Saturday in London session time I will be releasing, because momentum is very important in a trend to find an entry, because every trend is not same. Some trend you will see a very high momentum, some trend you will find that the market might be okay. So GBPUSD, you saw that there is in fact massive drop happened so far. Okay, so I think that the way I mentioned earlier, we could see some downside on all of them, on gold, on GBPUSD, on euro dollar. So let's make it as a directional bias to the downside. And now the next point is to find an entry opportunity in all of them. Okay, so you can see euro dollar, looking at euro dollar now, early today open with a gap here. Okay, upside gap, and then the market is still maintaining a wickless candle. If you look at the weekly, you can see that wickless candle. Now because it's a monthly and weekly opening in this strong uptrending market, we saw that euro dollar has formed this wickless candle. We might see some more downside, and then we could see either could continue to drop or may go up again, test this resistance level. If we look at daily, this wickless candle we can see has formed in the daily resistance level. I think that today the market likely to come to the daily 20 EMA, okay, to 1.095755, and then maybe we'll see again bouncing to the upside. So from the lower time frame, euro dollar also showing downside like the GBPUSD. Okay, so yeah, all of them, I'm just looking back and forth in all of them to see how they are moving. Yeah, so okay, any point. So this is the, on the 5 minutes we see there is a bearish candle again has formed. Gold market structure very fragile, looks like we might see that ultimately we could see gold is coming to the monthly support zone here. Okay, so this is there is a monthly opening and closing, and also this is the monthly low, and very highly likely that gold might come to test this level, the way I see the price action. Now the best place for an entry in from an area of value. Okay, along the way in any time frame giving me a strong false breakout, I'll look for potential selling opportunity on gold. All right guys, so we see that gold is significantly bearish. I think that gold will drop to support. Yeah, like looks like the dawn. You're right. Will Aussie yen drop after tomorrow news? Price action ready to fall. Hemant, we look at that. Ibrahim, what's your win rate, sir? We had an incredible win last week. This week we have just started every week. Ibrahim, great. You can go to the website, all the information available on the website. Thank you very much. Will AUD drop? Looks like it does a retracement and now it drop. What do you think? AUD will be looking at EuroCAD. Yeah, absolutely, sir. Please educate us more on entry. Omoledale, very good question about the entry. This is a very important question, guys. I suffered a lot when I started trading about entry. Like, I used to think that this could be a good entry, and I have entered. In most of the time, sometimes look like that the market is always working against me, and this is what happened, especially in the beginning. Finding a right entry is a very, very important thing to look at. And in this live session, as you know, that it's a bit more clear topic that I discussed in a compacted video that I will be releasing this weekend on Saturday in London session time for free. I'll premiere it on YouTube, so make sure that to access that, subscribe to the channel right now, and also press that like button, press that bell button, so that it goes straight to your home page as soon as I release that. So I'm gonna pause for 2 seconds so everyone have time to do that. Good job. So press that bell button and also subscribe button, because pressing bell button is important in trading. Let's say music released, you can watch tomorrow. Trading is always straight fresh because the market moves very fast. So as soon as you find in your home page, it becomes much easier that you access the content used in your trading. So make sure you do that. You'll get it for free this Saturday on YouTube. Thank you very much, and I'll see you there. Good morning, sir. Please look at GBP. Okay, so JPY pairs we see very aggressive. Zakaria, hey everyone, just jumped in. What's your update on GJ? Zakaria, thank you very much. So GJ, I was waiting for a consolidation. I think that you can see this market on GBP/JPY already. It's in an uptrend. Okay, GBP/JPY. I will be waiting for looks like to me, the way you can see there is already an impulse happen on GBP/JPY, and that's a very strong bullish impulse. The price on all-time high. This is the monthly. You can see this is the monthly resistance zone. Just touch the previous. This last time the price came in October 2022, and the price on a resistance. In that resistance, we might see what I think that GJ might come down to this level again, and we could see a consolidation here, okay, any kind of a structure. And once we will see the market has given us an entry after testing this support, which is likely to happen, or any kind of structure, bullish structure, once it will break to the downside after grabbing liquidity, we will be looking for buying opportunity on GBP/JPY. I will not be looking for any kind of selling opportunity. This is a very strongly uptrending market, and always I'll remain bullish in this market. I think gold will drop. Yeah, it might drop 75, or it could drop even further. Okay, if it drops, it will drop a lot. Euro CAD, let me look at Euro CAD. Yeah, Euro CAD looks like that might be coming down. We saw a couple of dodges here. For me to sell Euro CAD, I'll wait for a retest of this 20 EMA. At some point we should be able to see that. If we look at the daily, this is the daily candle, which is bearish Euro CAD, and as you can see, there is a previous resistance level here along this doji. This is the bottom of the doji on the daily, and also the same level acted here as a resistance, as a support. The price still did not test that level. If we look at 4 hour, we can see that back to back two dojis, the market is dropping, and like selling from here could the price could drop. But for me, you can see there is already an impulse. The price still didn't do the proper retest of this support term resistance. I think that we could see some upside again, any kind of liquidity grab, and then we could see the drop. But for me, I want to see that the market has done that, so that I find a high probability setup in Euro CAD, Euro AUD. I think all of them, Euro NZD, almost doing the same way. The price is now coming down for a pullback, including GBP AUD. So any one of them will be looking for selling opportunity as soon as we will find that. Okay, so Euro AUD, except Euro JPY, Euro AUD, and Euro GBP also, I think a little bit of downside. Euro CAD, yeah, so I want to see a bit more liquidity from the top. If it does, then also I'll be selling Euro CAD. If I look at bigger picture monthly, okay, from bigger picture, this market is bullish, but we could see what I think that Euro CAD might, this time, this month, we might see downside. The reason is, if you look at the resistance level, this is the monthly resistance. You can see this is a very important swing high, back to back 3 monthly candle rejected from that level to create this move, and the price this month just triggered that point and bounce off. So because the market bounced off and also closed below the previous monthly high, which is also an important point to look at, and because the market has done that, we could see Euro CAD may drop further, and it might try to grab liquidity from this support level. So this month we could see Euro CAD. This is the weekly candle. Now from this weekly candle, you see there is a long wick doji. I think the market will cross this low, and later we might see again bouncing to the upside, forming so it might do something like that, which is very likely to happen. This is the opening, and we could see something like this, which is happen all the time in the market. On EuroCAD, you could see that something like that might be happening. Okay, so you see this is the monthly support, all right, and that could be the fate of EuroCAD on the weekly. So initially we might see that drop, and at the end of the week we might see the market has bounced off that level again. And with that respect, if we look at the daily, we could see downside on EuroCAD early this week. So from the lower time frame, we can see that the market, you can see coming down, and there is a probability for drop. So along the way, as I mentioned, that either if it isn't doing that here, then along the way we'll see a candle that has liquidity, and then we'll jump on a trade. Now, if you have any question about liquidity, also let me know. I'll clarify more on this so that you understand exactly what I mean by liquidity. Let me know if you don't understand what is liquidity so that I can clarify. And in the meantime, let me know in the chat. Still hold this. Very good, thank you. Open order 5 days, sell 1977. Okay, so very good. 1977 you sold. So I think that should be able to see the market dropped. Hassan, good afternoon, Coach Hassan, thank you very much for being here. So in the meantime, let me look at the USD ZAR, and we'll be looking at some other instrument, US30. So USD ZAR, like with the USD pair, looks to me that we might see some upside move on this one on USD ZAR. Initially, this is the monthly weekly candle, which is a bullish candle, which has a long wick at the top and also healthy body. From multi-time frame, if we look at the monthly, also we see that USD ZAR from the monthly, after this impulse correction, I think that USD ZAR will try to push to the upside to break this previous monthly high and to continue to the upside. If we look at weekly, also we see that this is the weekly candle that has a long wick at the top, healthy body, and today we saw the after market opening, the market pushing to the upside. And the way this price action is formed, to me, you can see there is an inverted head and shoulder here. Okay, and also from bigger picture perspective, we see that USD ZAR has this impulse, okay, correction. Now with that correction, the market has formed this bull flag. Okay, this is what I try to explain to every time. And with that bull flag, the market has broken towards the downside, has gone up, so it grabbed liquidity from the bottom. Now what we could see that the market already has broken to the upside. We could see it's trending to the upside at least certain distance. So looking at the daily, last day of trading week, there's a doji. Now the market is just heading to the upside from that level. So daily impulse correction, we can expect another move to the upside. So from the lower time frame, we can see that USD ZAR is this is the 4-hour chart, where in this time frame it's still on a consolidation. I think that any kind of drop, already we see creating series of higher low. We could see another long wick candle to the downside along this level. Any drop to the downside, and again when it will reject it, we can look for buying opportunity on USD ZAR. And this is an important level of support here, which is also acting here as a support. I'll be looking for buying opportunity as soon as I will find that opportunity on USD ZAR. Very good question. What are the right place to observe liquidity? I will look at that. In the meantime, let me look at euro dollar. We see that some, again, upside movement. Let me see if we find an entry. Let me look at all of the pairs to see, guys, which one heading. So yen still looks like that, still very weaker, and all the instrument against yen is still showing a strong bullish price action. And if I look at euro pairs, euro AUD, euro NZD, and euro CAD looks bearish. GBP AUD also looks highly bearish, including GBP AUD. So AUD looks like comparatively stronger. Euro dollar slowly trying to be bearish. GBP CHF has significant move. Now it's coming down for a deeper pullback. GBP CAD also coming down for a pullback. GBP USD, you can see, as I mentioned, there is an impulse. Now if we see GBP USD has given us potential selling opportunity after multiple liquidity gap, we can look for potential selling. Otherwise we look NZD CAD. Now NZD CAD, this is the trade that we are running. Like last week we closed this kind of one trade on GBP CAD. That was 327 pip profit on this one. Now NZD CAD exactly here, I think that on even YouTube live many of you running this trade, and this trade also sent to the students in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy as well. We are running together, I'm also running, and this one I have 5 times profit target on this one. I'm expecting it to give me the full profit target on this trade. Now this trade is based on one of our strategy that we use in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Also you can learn that strategy if you want to know how we catch this kind of trade. Also you can join us, there is a link in the description area. You can link, also there is a link at the top of the chat. If you join us, you will be learning that strategy, and also you will be trading with us, and also you will have access to all the trading tools. In addition to that, there is a chat group available for every traders trading in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So great addition, you can take that opportunity, link in the description area. So let's look at now next what we have to look at. I'll just look at all of them to see dollar yen. Okay, so looking at dollar yen, because dollar yen is also, you can see this market yen, all the yen pairs are aggressively bullish. Now with that movement on dollar yen, if I'm looking at the monthly, this monthly price action on dollar yen is highly bullish. Okay, we saw that first of all there is a series of higher low has created. This is multi-time frame analysis. This is how the professional trader analyze the market. You can see monthly perspective, dollar yen creating series of higher low along this monthly support, and then the last monthly candle, you can see it has closed past the previous 2 monthly opening and closing, which is a very important thing to look at. The market above the resistance level is the sign that dollar yen may go up soon aggressively, and in that move I think dollar yen highly likely will hit this resistance level. If we look at weekly, we can see the previous weekly dollar yen has created this candle which has a liquidity in it. Grab liquidity has formed this bullish engulfer. If we look at the daily, we can see that there is a bullish candle on dollar yen on the daily. The market has broken up completely to the upside. Currently this is where we see that there is a narrow daily candle, and I think that the market will continue to rise. After a little pullback, we should be able to find an entry. Now for me, the plan that I have on dollar yen is to enter after a consolidation, which is likely to happen. You can see every session there is a green candle, so there is a highly likely that dollar yen will come down for a consolidation. Especially this doji is a very important place to look at. If we see dollar yen has a consolidation, okay, has come back down here to the support level, we'll look for entry opportunity on dollar yen, and as soon as I will find that, I'll trade, and also I'll send you guys wherever you are. Just need to find the right entry point, because this is a last week we had a trade on dollar yen. As soon as we entered, in just 1 hour time we hit the profit target. This week also I want to have some more trade on dollar yen, because this is currently very volatile and this market is trending to the upside. You can see it's a very, so last week trade was just after this 1 hour bullish engulfer. We have entered dollar yen trade, which in fact worked out very well in just the next hour. So if we look at some other instrument on WTI, from the monthly, because there is a monthly opening and close, which is a very important price action to look at, because higher time frame will always give you a clear direction. Now WTI monthly candle, a red candle with a long wick at the top and also long wick at the bottom, is a very important candle to look at on WTI. Now this monthly candle has crossed almost quite a few months high, closed as a bearish candle. We can expect now further move, but at the same time we need to look at that this is a historically bullish market. So for the time being we can expect some drop, because the previous monthly candle has a, see this long wick candle, we haven't seen proper retest of this long wick zone yet. We can expect the market to come down to test that level. If we look at the weekly, there is a there is a middleman here, and I think that this week the market will try to break the low here. And if we look at the daily, from the daily we can see that there is already a daily impulse to the upside. The price on just previous resistance turn support, previous support turn resistance. Now there are two-way situation here on WTI. Is firstly, this daily candle has a bullish move after breaking this support, which in turn signal potential uprise, right? At the same time we see the market now trying to drop from this resistance level. So then how we'll be conducting is, you can see this bullish move to the upside. As I mentioned earlier, like the GBPUSD, if we see if we see WTI is creating narrower candle and false breakout candles, then we'll look for selling opportunity. On the other hand, if we see that WTI in fact has formed a very strong bullish price action, then we'll look for bullish. If we see, you can see there is a previous resistance here which is turning support, the neckline of this level of this consolidation here. Now once we see WTI has come down again, rejected with an aggressive move, then we look for buying opportunity. Price action is the key, because without looking at the price action it's almost impossible to know exactly which way the market is heading. So current time price action, we will be deciding based on the current time price action which way the market is heading. Any trade coming along the way will be jumping on a trade. Crazy. So, yeah. Can you look at gold? Absolutely. Susan, good morning. Euro USD, absolutely. Could you please Euro AUD? Thanks. Gold. Okay, so looking at gold, as I mentioned, gold showing very aggressive bearish price action. Now from the 15 minutes, okay, so you got that there is a doji, okay, this is a bearish price action on 15 minutes on gold. there's a liquidity gap here crossing this doji's high. So this 15 minutes candle is a bearish candle, looks like, isn't it? So if we look for potential price action here, okay, what we see that okay, so what we can see on the price action here, Guys, can you hear me? Okay, so can you hear me now? Sorry, the audio was dropped. I think that you guys can hear me now. You guys can hear me, right? Okay, thank you very much. Apology for that. So yeah, thank you for that. Awesome, awesome, thank you. So you see that this is the I was looking at gold chart, guys, looking for an entry. Thank you very much. Awesome, very good. Thanks for that. I was looking to enter gold. Thank you, very good. Thank you very much. Awesome, awesome. Awesome. There's a little bit of very good, thank you. So gold, you know what I was looking at, you can see 1 hour chart. Gold has formed this candle, the one that has closed. This is a bearish price action on gold, and very likely that gold may continue to drop. Previous 15 minutes candle also a bearish candle. Now you can see it forming a doji. This 5 minutes candle, the previous session one, is a doji that has grabbed liquidity. You can see the market now trying to push to the upside. Anytime we could see that this imbalance is filled, and then we could expect gold to drop to the downside. So I'm waiting for an entry on gold. As soon as I will find that, I will be looking for potential trading opportunity. I think gold highly likely that will continue to drop on the lower time frame. Thank you. Yeah, I think 1970. I think if it drops, it might drop to 1970 level, where there is a monthly support zone. Okay, which is very likely to happen. You know, the way it is forming the multiple dojis on the 5 minutes, which is a very high probability that gold may continue to drop. Now you can see this is a 5 minutes candle, which is also a bearish candle. On the 5 minutes, we see a middleman formation. This is the high of the month 1 hour candle. On the 4 hour, okay, so any kind of movement to the upside is good. Yeah, so if gold drops, then GBPUSD also may continue to drop. Okay, because they almost move almost in the similar way. So you can see gold now going up for a deeper pullback, which is needed. I think that the way it is forming, you know, for causing a false breakout to the upside, which is a very sign that gold may drop. And this is the 5 minutes candle I'm looking at to see what it is trying to do. The way this price action is formed on the 5 minutes, which is, significantly bearish. All right, now, for me to enter, I just need a bit strong breakout and then make it as a false breakout, and then I'll be entering the sell trade. For me, it's short, and just need to see a crazy liquidity gap for an entry to take a bit more bigger profit. Okay, so we see that gold showing potential bearish, so I will be keep watching all of them. Okay, and GBPJPY, you can see it's coming down. In any kind of drop towards downside will give us an opportunity for potential selling opportunity, potential buying opportunity on GBPJPY. So gold, as you can see, is the London session coming. We could find that very good entry point in any of them. Okay, I will keep watching for the best entry. As soon as I will find, I will also sending it to you guys who are in our VIP channel. Also, you will be able to receive the exact entry, stop loss, and take profit. So you can see now, looks like that the sellers is getting in control. So any entry point, I will be jumping on a trade. This is 5 minutes candle showing potential selling pressure. Okay, and from the, if I look at the dollar Swiss franc on the 4-hour, we see some selling coming. So there is, there is always up and down. We need to find the right entry point for the best trade possible in the market. Okay guys, so in the meantime, due to the time limit, I need to end the session. I will come on live again in New York session time and London session, guys. Don't miss out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and also if you want to trade them in a private channel, also with entry, stop loss, and take profit target, also you can join us, link in the description. Anyone looking for a regulated broker, use or recommended broker is EverTrade. You can find a link in the description. You can start trading with EverTrade with as minimum as even with the $100. They are regulated broker. You can use them for your trading. So with that said, I'm going to end this session. EUD CAD, yeah, and also, okay, some of the question that I didn't answer, I'm gonna answer them now. So AUD CAD looks to me that bullish. The price looks like that AUD is aggressively bullish on the daily. The price might hit the daily 20 EMA today. Looks like that this market might be pushing to the upside. From the weekly, we can see that the market open and then the price is aggressively pushing to the upside. So AUD CAD might remain bullish, and gold at this point looks to me that it's selling pressure. Okay, I'll look for an entry as soon as I will find that. Looks to me it's forming multiple dodges, creating series of lower high and lower low. You can see that market is jumping to the downside. So any kind of entry point, or look for selling opportunity along the way. GBPUSD also showing selling, and euro dollar also showing selling. Okay, so we'll be keep watching until the end of the New York session. Thank you very much, and also I'll see you again in New York session and London session live, so don't miss out guys. Stay tuned. I'll see you again in the next session.